Welcome back, dear readers, to another issue of the Indigo Insider. Today, we're going to look at the great city of Rumplank. Rumplank's city districts, such as they are loosely defined localities marked primarily by their distinct architectural styles and typical inhabitants. Only a few districts have clearly discernible boundaries, which are typically geographic rather than civic, such as the windy cliffs of Peak Bluster Hills, or the towering rock pillars of Twin Talons. The oldest district is, fittingly, called Old Rumplank, and from this central point radiate the city's newer quarters, which altogether tell the story of Rumplank's development, much like a trunk's rings can be used to tell a tree's age. Also called New Rumplank by the town's old-timers, Barrel Square and its surrounding market stalls, food huts, and wooden houses offer a glimpse of the town as most foreigners know it, a place for raucous parties, delicious food, and sumptuous relaxation. Suppose you're on the hunt for new adventuring gear made by one of the local artisans. You're hankering for some of Rumplank's famous coconut-fried payayos, or you want to rent an upper-floor bungalow to crash for a few hours while staying close to the city center. Barrel Square is the place to go. The quarter is named for the rum barrel-lined quadrangle at its center. Farmers markets and craft sales fill the square on weekday mornings, but by late afternoon, the stalls are all cleared to make space for socializing and public gatherings. Smaller holidays or weekend celebrations, such as weddings and birthday parties, often take place at least partly in Barrel Square. The quad is also home to many of Rumplank's most storied tourist attractions, including Pinkwater Well, Lost Crooner's Hall, and the Gilded Pirate Statue.
Welcome back, everybody. I don't know what that voice was, but we're going to go with it. We're going with it.
We're going with it? We're taking it?
With it. We're taking it.
All right. I was wondering if we were going to get a retake, but hey, everyone.
We're just going with it. Go with it, everybody.
We're going with it, whether you like it or not.
Hey, it's Jason. I'm GMing. How are you, players?
Hi, I'm a player. I'm good. I'm playing.
This is the most scuffed intro so far, and I'm here for it.
Jason, it sounded like you were gonna be leading us on an adventure like Blue's Clues style.
Oh man, sign me up, actually.
That'd be great.
Could use some clues.
Do you know where the star of the Indigo House is at? Behind you.
Can you spot the cultist amongst our midst?
Can you spot the cursed person?
Can you feel the shell behemoth awakening?
What was the mailbox? Is his name?
Mailbox.
It was Miss Mailbox, but
Just mailbox.
Yeah. But there was a song associated with it, right?
Oh,
I know the song. I'm not going to sing it on air.
Oh my god. No, you
You just got a letter.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Mail time, mail time, mail time. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that
When the
one.
mail comes in. Fuck, I wish I remembered it. I used to watch
Never
Blue's Clues
fails.
all
Just
the
got a letter?
time.
Was
That's
that Blue's
yep.
Clues?
Yeah,
That is
that
Blue's
one.
Clues.
That
You
one.
just got a letter. Where was it from?
It's
Man,
from
now
our
I remember
friends.
Think about these shows. It's like VeggieTales and Blue's Clues were the ones that I remembered fondly growing up.
Blue just skadooed.
Just could do. We can't too.
Blue, no, you can't do that in public.
Blue, what the fuck?
But then they started replacing the host, and it just got not as good.
Dude, the Filipino host is awesome.
Is that the third
They
one?
had a
I didn't still have young children at that point, so I stopped watching.
Yeah,
They
I
did
can't
a
say I ever
whole
experienced
movie.
that host.
Yeah, like they did a whole movie with all 3 hosts.
Mm-hmm. I remember
heard it was
the
pretty
ads
cute.
for that, but
Also,
no one will ever be as good as Steve.
he actually, funny enough, is like going to conventions and stuff like that nowadays, so you can meet him.
Man, the nostalgia in the modern generation is strong, and the financial backing behind it is there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, I was not expecting a Blue's Clues cold open. I was prepared to talk about video games, but
We can talk about video games. There is a Blue's Clues video game. I don't remember if I ever played it.
Is there
I
a
played
particular
the shit
video
out
game?
of it as a kid.
so I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws.
Ooh.
Oh, how is that?
Dude, it's awesome. It is awesome. I was skeptical because it's Ubisoft,
Yeah.
but it's not Ubisoft. It's Massive Entertainment, and Ubisoft just published it.
Yeah. My favorite thing that I pointed out to a friend who is sponsored by Ubisoft, who played it on stream, my buddy Paladin Mags, when I heard him going into like the audio for it, or at least the settings, and messing around and moving around the and you're trying to select your options on any of that. I told him it sounded like mouth noises as you're moving up and down the options menu, and he couldn't unhear that. It just sounds like mouth noises to me. Also, the game has a lot of accessibility stuff, which is really awesome.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I don't know the mouth noises, but I'm going to try to erase that from my head before.
Too bad
I play.
you're going to. No, I'm going to tell you once again in your private hours as I DM you. Be like, hey, don't forget the game sounds like mouth noises at points.
As somebody who briefly did game testing for Ubisoft at their headquarters in Halifax, while their subsidiary headquarters in Halifax under Ubisoft Montreal, how they have fallen.
Yeah.
Also, game testing sounds exciting until you discover they put you in a room that has no textures and make you run into walls for 4 hours.
Yeah, I found a bug today. I didn't know how to report it.
Here's a Kit Kat and a copy of here's a code for the game when it releases.
But yeah, it's it's super fun, and Cave S is awesome, and I'm really, really hoping I could run into Dash Rendar on Tatooine.
That'd be cool.
It would be
I've been,
cool, but I don't know if Dash Rendar has been brought back or if it's still part of the decanonized part of the Star Wars, or if he's like canon. I don't know, because Disney is cherry picking what they want and what they don't want.
Right.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I've been recently playing through Cult of the Lamb. I just recently got that.
Yes. Did you make him eat the poop?
Yeah, I did, because there was a quest that made me do it. But I've beaten like 3 out of the 4 main bosses, so making some pretty good progress in it. But RuneScape, man. RuneScape forever has my attention span. Especially because they just announced that in late November they're going to be doing their 5th leagues, which is this big event where all the accounts get superpowered abilities. XP rates and drop rates are vastly better. There's no run energy to worry about, so it's just uber fast-paced RuneScape, and it's so much fun.
Cool.
Cannot wait for it.
I got into Diablo 4 recently here, so I've been playing that with Robin, and that's been pretty good. But the big final update for Baldur's Gate just came out. So with that, it's now Modder's Paradise, because they're not going to be rolling out updates, just small firmware patches here and there if major bugs are found. So yeah, I just started a fresh Baldur's Gate run with a real heavy load of mods on there, so it should be a good time with my completely not in the game classes and races.
Is there like a
Is it my
Pathfinder
game
2
playing?
patch or mod?
There is.
There's a Pathfinder 2
There
mod.
is.
Sweet.
There is. I haven't installed it because it sounds like it only works for the first part of the game at this point, but I have it on my watch list because I'm just curious to see how it works.
Yeah. I don't know, the game that I've been playing, because it just it's been happening. I think today is the last day for it as of the recording. But I've been playing Splatoon 3. Every once in a while they do these things called Splatfests, and they just announced this thing called the Grand Festival, where it's 3 days, and that's all Splatfests, where they have a theme and people have to fight for each theme. The theme for this one is, what do you what are you fighting for? The past, the present, or the future? And it's really cool. All of the idols from the games are in this Grand Festival, and they all represent a different team. Splatoon's my hyperfixation. It always will be. It's one of the things that helped inspire my model for my streaming and stuff like that. And I think it's so neat, especially because the final festival, or the Grand Festival, has all 7 idols singing, and it has this really cool giant stage, and they have songs that will play depending on which team is winning. It's really cool.
Super cool.
Nice. I've had a distinct lack of video games lately. End of summer is busy. Yeah. I tried getting, because I was about halfway done with Trials of Mana before I went to Gen Con, but I, of course, decided to play that with a child, and the children are busy, so I can't move ahead without them. So
Trials of Mana.
Yeah. Although old SNES version, so no voices, but
Yeah.
I can't imagine that character's voice all the time. The
It's
baby
awful.
talk text is
I'm-
enough.
I'm glad you got to see that video I recommended.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I would not want to hear that every time I talk to somebody, though. But I would put that game down immediately.
Yeah.
I don't usually play my games with sound.
Oh.
I open a game, turn audio off, turn on a movie or anime or something on one of my monitors. I know it's kind of a crime, but I can't remember the last game I played with audio.
Do you not even like sound effects of swings and enemies attacking you? No?
No. I play with a crazy high DPI on my mouse, so I just spin around really fast.
I'll do it.
I'm really good at following the minimap as well.
Sure.
So, I get that for RuneScape because, I'm stuck doing things for hours at a time in RuneScape, so the same soundtrack gets boring. It's nice to listen to a show or something while I'm playing that game. But, if I'm trying to play, God of War and to have a movie on in the background, I can't. I have to do one or the other. Cannot do both.
I'll do that and be in voice chat with y'all, holding a whole conversation.
Yeah, I can do that. First, it depends on what game, but I can absolutely do that too.
I do not have those ADHD powers.
I think it's my only ADHD power, honestly.
It's pretty good
But
power, though.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good power to have.
Yeah. You know what power Zaba's glad he has? He's held in heroic status right now. So hopefully his mission will be accomplished easily without much work on his behalf.
Because last episode, you all found out some information about the old artifact, the old jewel of the Indigo Isles, the old namesake of the adventure.
Yeah.
It's got some curses on it. Not one, not two, but three. 3 whole curses. 3 whole curses, y'all. And strong curses. We're talking peak level, maximum level curses here.
Can I take a guess based on what I gathered listening?
Yep.
It sounds like some sort of misfortune.
Yep, a level 20 misfortune.
Yeah, halved healing, And I didn't really understand the last one other than I think Timothy might have issues attacking people. I don't know. That one was vague.
You'll see.
Yep.
I'm sure I will, but
Would you like to know, Weather Boy?
It's a good thing you're not the DPS dealer.
Yeah, it's really good.
So yeah, it's yep, maximum level curses on a maximum level artifact. So yeah, cool.
Vesuviac can remove that, right?
You took care of the sword.
Yeah.
Vesuviac has issues uncursing
What
like stuff half his level.
What would I have to roll for that counteract check? Let's see.
I don't
Too
think you
high.
can. I think even if you critically succeed, you can't do it.
I think it's like a DC 40 or something like that for artifacts.
That's mental.
Yeah,
That's
that tracks.
mental.
Because it's not telling me a specific. It's just do a counteract check. I'm like, great, thanks. So I don't know what number that would be, but it would probably be like a crit would be a success type of situation.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
A crit might still be a failure.
Ooh, wow.
So counteract. Oh, if I could actually spell. Not counteract.
Tell him.
What'd you call me?
Counteract. Not counterattack.
Yeah, it's counterattack. That's what it is.
I just punch the jewel and re-shatter into all its pieces.
Right.
Great.
Counteracting. Here it is. Counteracting. Right. Let's see. So, table provides a reference for what effect can counteract based on the checks and results. Critical success. Okay. You add the relevant skill modifier. So in this case, it would be your spell attack modifier.
Plus 15.
And other appropriate modifiers against the target's DC. I don't
So
know.
I can put up a 35 at max, so that's considering a nat 20 with a crit.
Okay, and let me see if I can pull up a curse. That's a level
I
6.
feel like
So I'm
that
gonna try
would
to
be,
pull up a curse that's. Here's a level 19 curse. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. Base it off that.
Yeah, let's see. A level 19 curse. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. The DC for a level 19 is 39. So a crit
So I
would
could
still be
do-
a failure,
I could get a regular
but you go
success.
one step above, which would make it a success. So you would have to crit.
Yeah. You would have to crit. That's the only
You'd
way.
have to roll nat
so
20.
1 in 20 chance I can get it. And even then, per the effects of the spell magic, it would be for 10 minutes. And then everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Unless the world explodes.
Yeah, it would only be for 10 minutes. And that's only one
true.
of the 3.
The world might end if we leave it together, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I cannot pull Cutlass shenanigans here.
No.
That's fun.
All right.
We'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be
Honestly,
fine.
out of any of the characters, I am glad that Timothy has it. Out of any of them.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
I don't want. There's like a bunch of stuff on the behind the scenes of things that would be really bad if any of you had
Yeah.
it. Timothy having it
Would
is
it-
the least of our
Would it make
worries,
Zaba
honestly.
too powerful?
Yeah, it'd make you so powerful. Fine if you turn into like a Gundam and like you could transform and shit. It'd be like so cool.
That'd be cool.
All right.
That'd be cool.
He turns
You
into
would have machine guns in your arms and you would just instantly kill everything. It'd be so crazy.
All right. Well, Colby didn't want you all bearing these nasty curses, so he suggested that you leave the jewel at the temple where he could start trying to suppress the curses and ridding the gem of the curses. But Timothy was like, nah, we can't do that because we need to go let the king know that we have the jewel, because that's what he hired us for. And Kalupi's like, yeah, that's true. My dad needs to find out. Like, these guys need to get paid. So you head to the castle, and Kalupi's like, my dad's not going to want me there. How about you all go inside? And then Barty's like, we can't go in without Zaba. Let's go find Zaba. And that's where we left off.
Yep. Off to find our frog pal.
And Gus. Don't forget about Gus.
This is true.
Keep trying, but he just keeps popping up.
It's like mold. It's like a fungus.
Weird.
It keeps showing up.
Away for 5 minutes and it grows a mushroom.
So he's always showing up.
Well, let's see. Zaba said he was going to a warehouse to build a float.
Yeah, specifically an isolated warehouse.
So probably an old rumplank crate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Syl did live here for 2 or 3 years, so they maybe have some ideas of...
Well, yeah, old rumplank.
He would also need to
Rundown.
rally a workforce, so I don't know how willing people are to work for him for no payment. But he is looking for 10 to 12 strong people to aid in his required building.
Yeah, you could do that in the Claw Quarter, too. That's where all the bars and low lives are. That's the rough and tumble area of town.
Yeah, he just needs some guys that are willing to build a thing. Guys, gals, they've just got to be able-bodied, capable of lifting at least 50 pounds for sustained time. Familiar with heavy lift requirements, bend with at the hips or whatever it is, not the back.
Lift with your legs, not your back.
Yeah, not the hips.
All right, so where y'all headed?
To find Zaba.
Yeah,
Divine
Yeah,
Zaba.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he's looking for people, then sounds like the Claw Quarter would be the place to go. Let's go look there first. I'm sure somebody will have seen a giant frog demon at the very least,
Yeah.
so we'll head that way. Although, when I left, I was maybe not on the best terms with some people, so...
How bad could it be?
so what?
Yeah.
So where?
I'm sure it's fine. Also, there could be pirates searching for us. The Clock Order. We'll just start wandering around asking if anyone.
Because that's where Navargo and the gutted snake were.
Not the gutted
Okay.
snake. I'm avoiding
Navargo. That's
that.
where.
The other place.
Okay,
Yeah.
Captain Navargo. The
Zalboda went to the second or third least scuzzy bar. Or second or third most scuzzy bar. Not the sketchiest
So
one.
the
but,
sketchiest
one
one
or
would be
two
the
ranks
gutted
above
snake.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go there. Those guys can't be trusted for anything.
the Captain's Club. That's kind of right. That's kind of right in between the Claw
Oh, yeah,
Quarter
he's a captain.
and Old Rumplank. That would be the Captain's Club.
That sounds right. That seems like where Zaba would try and
That'd be
recruit people for a
right.
special project.
Yeah, I'm trying to ping. Right there.
Perfect. Just off
Yep.
the shipyards.
All right. So the Captain's Club is run by this handsome fella. Let me show you his art.
Woo!
Look at him. That's a Chichori by the name of Nooper Stormbar. And Nooper is he's not so friendly with newbies. He prefers to chum up with the regulars. So newbies tend to get the cold shoulder from Nooper. But at the same time, Captain Stormbar, as he's called, Captain Stormbar and those who don't take the hint might find themselves tossed out on the muddy streets at night. Because the bar's exclusivity has rubbed many exiled drinkers the wrong way. So it's like, this isn't just any old bar, it's an exclusive bar. So we're gonna have to figure out how Zaba. No, how do you talk your way in, or how do you make your way into this bar?
Zaba's been coming here for years.
That makes sense. I could see that. All right. So, yeah. So how do you walk into this place?
He'll just walk in and go, "Hey, I am back. It's been a little while, but I was doing that thing, making myself hero of Rumplang."
And the bar just kind of quiets.
And
Captain Stormbar's like, I thought I told you to never show your yellow-bellied, dinky-eyed, good-for-nothing, motherfucking face around this place ever again. Now get your ass over here and have a beer on me.
And I thought that. Yes, I told you. I thought you were crazy talking, making these people worried they were going to watch me kill you. A beer would be great. I'm looking for men to do job, easy work. I need to just build this thing and, do some lifting.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard the man. Who's up for some work?
Send me 12 from your crew.
Who's up for some work?
That will make them sweat.
And about a half dozen or so men and women, raise their hand and getting willing to chip in for some work.
Good, I pay in gold. Bring a friend. I must secure a warehouse after I have drink with my
I thought I heard you were supposed to be being all fancy up there on the being celebrated and whatnot.
I will be celebrated, but before some preparations must be made. You can't just walk into a king's chamber and expect him to respect you. Or expect him to respect you. You need to have panache.
Yeah, I got lots of things, and panache is one of them. And that's what I've been told, at least.
I know you understand. You're such a good guy. You told me lots of things about how to, be a good guy and, not always kill people in the streets. Sometimes you gotta take an ear. Stupid. See, panache. Hey, sometimes you gotta take both of them and, throw one to the dogs so they know they're not fucking around, hey?
Mm-hmm. All right. So, for the rest of y'all, how are you going about trying to find Zaba?
I think. Oh, I was gonna say, like, I think Timothy just like people know what Zaba looks like here. Like, people know what he looks like, and they know his name. Timothy's probably like asking a few like townies like on the street, like, "Hey, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Timothy. Hey, where do you know where Zaba is by any chance?
Give me
We're trying
a
to find
diplomacy
him."
check. Give me a gather information.
Ah. Yeah. Oh
Yep.
boy. All right, diplomacy. You said.
I'm just laughing to myself over here because I got the image in my head of before going
Kill
into
me.
that bar.
Kill
I
me. I forgot.
like tied Gus up at the front like a horse outside of a saloon. It just that's the image that passed through my mind, and I just felt the need to share that with everyone. That I think I just left Gus outside and told him just hang out and smoke something for a little bit.
Timothy is so taken aback that he's completely unaware. Meanwhile, Vesuviac and Sil can clearly smell just a huge waft of the dankest pipe weed coming from Gus.
Timothy, I don't know what you're doing, but I mean, Zaba took Gus, and Gus is clearly over there.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
If
I'm
you could
just
maybe
now smelling
stop
that. Okay.
harassing the locals, that'd be, preferable. This
Let's
is my
just
home.
go then. Clearly, you know what's up.
Okay. Okay, look at Vesuviac. You keep an eye on, like, magic you can do to make Timothy better.
Really?
I mean, because of the curse, Timothy. You're a fine person.
You worded it better. Make me better.
The curse is nothing like what we saw in that sword. This is far beyond my abilities.
Okay, well, yeah. Start walking towards Gus.
Oh, hey, Sil, what's going on?
Just looking for Zaba. I assume he left you here. You didn't tie yourself
Which
up
one is
here,
Zaba?
did you?
Oh,
big frog
that
demon.
one. Okay, yeah, Zaba. Okay, yeah.
The one
Yeah,
of us that's
yeah.
not in front of you.
Yeah, what about him? Did who
Did he
leave me
leave you
here?
Did he give you a snack? Cool. Vesuviac, can you make Gus better? And by that I mean in any way possible.
I roll to intimidate Gus. Wait, do I actually have some way to... Can I treat
poison or
disease
something?
on him or something?
No, man, Zaba's inside. I don't know why he tied me up here. I think he's like... I mean,
Do you want us to let you go? I mean, you don't have to let people
I
tie
can
you
untie
up.
myself from these knots. It's... He's a
If you say
bard.
so.
He's like a level 7 bard. He knows how to... Yeah.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Part of me wants to see this.
Oh,
happen.
I have Gus as a level
got
7
things to
bard as a backup character in case one of you guys dies.
Yeah, sick. Thanks.
If you guys want to play a stoner
Okay,
Leshy
cool.
bard.
So we'll walk in.
Go from hot character to stoner. I could do it.
I mean, you might have to.
I
considering
might
all the
have to.
curses
I know.
you're-
I'm
yeah.
bracing myself.
So we'll walk into this bar. I mean, they're a local, so I'm sure they've been here before.
Yeah.
Is Zaba
And,
still there? I assume.
as you walk in, the bouncer, this handsome fella, puts out his hand.
Hardigan.
Who are you?
Do I recognize this guy? Is he new
He's been
from
the
last
bouncer
time
here
I...
for years.
Okay. Okay.
Healy?
What's his name? Do I know his name? Healy? Healy? Really? Every time?
I'm just messing with you.
Still?
All right, you can come in.
I mean, yeah. You're a funny guy. Okay, thanks. Could you, keep an eye out? Have you seen anyone strange around town lately? I mean, like
No.
new ships pulling into
No.
dock?
Nothing like that. I
Okay.
mean,
That's-
got the usual tourists, but nobody
well,
strange.
yeah, of course.
No,
Okay,
no problem.
good to know. Thanks.
Hey, you still owe me a drink.
Yeah, I should be getting into some money pretty soon here.
That's
I'm
what you
just
said
finishing
last.
a job, but well, the money had to go elsewhere last time.
All right.
It'll be fine.
I mean,
Actually, you know,
we can always just ignore that drink if you want.
Do you
and
mind?
You can just go get dinner. That just
Oh, well then in that case, Timothy,
What?
have I met you to Healy? Met you to
Yeah. Cool.
Introduced you
Cool,
to?
Timothy. Anyway,
introduce you
so-
to Healy?
so about dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm, like I said, on a job right now, but Timothy's free, so and Vesuviac knows how to buy drinks. And then
All right.
Sil's gonna walk away. Zaba, you seem to have gathered a following?
Oh, they let you into this place too.
I mean, I do live here, Zaba. I go to most of the bars.
I guess this is fair. You were high enough ranking on both to come in place. Yes, I found Prue and I am putting them to work. I left my pack mule outside,
Yeah, we saw him.
Yes,
He's
he
kind of
is.
stinking up the place, but
and that's why I left him outside. He is a good guy, but he is stupid. So I am up for safety. Don't want him to wander off and fall off cliff. He
You
probably
just
cannot swim.
hear from outside.
no.
I was gonna go to work, but I got high.
That's it. And he sounds pretty good, so, good for morale of working crew.
Sure. Draws in business too. So we were gonna go talk to the king or avoid the king. We haven't decided yet, but we thought maybe we should regroup, figure out where we want to stash this gem.
I think I rather opt for option 2, not giving king, but at the same time, if we not go to king, he will pay us, and, I kind of need to make money unless I'm going to, rob the bank or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it yet, but...
Yeah, I mean, I was
know.
hoping we could just con the king and get the money and not give him anything of value.
I
He
think
seems kind of like an idiot.
I could probably fit his daughter in one hand if I need to make show of being scary, but I don't really like to squish children.
Yeah, I mean, ideally we don't hurt the princess. She's not, a bad person.
Yes, I'd rather her be last remnant of Forgotten Dynasty than, part of Forgotten Dynasty. But,
Right. I mean, ideally we don't have to kill anyone. We can just...
Well, no, but, I am prepared just in case. Better ready and prepared than not. I need to give work orders and then can, I guess, come with you.
Okay, great. What are you having these guys do? Build a float?
Yes, they are building me a float.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. You definitely...
Yes, I am going to send Gus with them for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I think he'll love that.
I was thinking more for the workers.
Well, sure. I just mean I think he'll love entertaining people and having them pay attention to him for once. So,
Yeah.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah, so Zaba will find whoever seems to be like the most capable individual that's willing to work for him, and will outline what he wants and just like send them on their way to accomplish so. And then just kind of be like, hopefully they do good, or else they will have to burn their ships.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do great. How did you get in here, by the way, Zaba? Normally, only locals are allowed in this bar.
I know the owner.
Oh. Okay. I mean, he doesn't really leave here, but... Because you only got here shortly before we left, right?
I was here before we left.
Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah, well, we should go. Oh, also, Timothy's cursed, by the way. I'm sure he'll tell you all about it.
Where did Timothy get the curse?
The jewel.
God, serves them right. That thing's never coming off.
I mean, ideally we get it off so he can go back home, but yeah, it
I
might
think
take...
they just have to learn to live with curse. It's not so bad. You did it. I did it. We got on just fine.
I mean, I didn't love my curse, but yeah, that's true. We survived.
All right. Well, shall we go intimidate the king?
Yeah. Sure. We'll walk back out. Found
Hey,
Zaba.
guys. Oh, there,
Yeah.
Zaba.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah, Zaba, have you ever been to the Church of Many Colors in town?
I am not much of church-going man in this plane of existence or the other.
Okay, well, you should at least know we went to the church and we stepped foot in the door and not a moment passed before whoever I guess the head priest is got us in a office in the interior of the building with no known exits and
have a leather couch.
I didn't really clock that. I more clocked the fact that he was trying to convince Timothy to give up the stone.
Told you, cultist of Rovagug. Can't trust nobody.
I hate to think that you might have been right, but I can't jump to conclusions that fast. Just want to let you know why we're why we kind of want you present for the conversation with the king.
Man dressed like priest walking up shady. Don't give him benefit of doubt like normally do. Instead go, hey, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Maybe not that aggressive, just keep an eye out.
We will see. But I guess good looking out. I told you church is weird.
Yeah, church was real weird.
Zaba, I never once disagreed with you.
Bluebell or whatever wasn't so bad. I went there briefly, but mostly because there was grave that I made exist.
The plus side of, this quote-unquote curse, I guess, is that this thing can't necessarily leave my side. If for whatever reason leaves my body and people have no idea what the hell this is about or anything about it, and they just try to swipe it off me, if it leaves within 100 feet of me and steps out of that bubble, it comes back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder if you could attach it to like tomahawk and roll tomahawk into person, and it would bring tomahawk back as well.
I already kind of have that with my spear, but I appreciate the idea.
I guess this is true. Just, trying to think positive.
Yeah, no, I'm
Syl
taking...
said we were going to intimidate King. You feeling okay about having curse, even though you have almighty power of mythical gemstone?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not okay with having a curse. I've already have one. But fuck it, add 3 more onto it. Let's see how this goes, I guess.
I'm not so sure original problem is curse. I think it's just
not
genetic
anymore.
Immortality, or, maybe you are haggling.
I don't think I'm a hagling.
It's possible.
Oh,
Some of
fuck.
them
If the
very
hags
normal
find out
lives.
I have this, if the hags find out I have this thing, oh shit. That's not gonna be great.
Nothing. We
Either
killed them.
way, I do question whether or not we want to take it to the king today, though, with all the party going on.
Oh, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
We were more discussing that at some point we'll either tell the king he can't have it or give the king a fake, so that he gives us our money.
A fake might be the more difficult of those options.
I mean, how hard can it be? I'm sure
Pretty
the
damn hard. You
jewel
know what we
people
had to
can
go through to get
stick
this.
jewels together.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's gotta look like that.
Yeah, just stick some jewels together. It'll be fine.
And
King's an idiot.
would you
I
be
don't
able
think the king's an idiot. I think you're giving
I mean, he is a royal
I mean, royals
person.
are.
Like, they're all
Timothy
kind of
bites
idiots.
his tongue when he's about to say royals are all idiots, and he's like, royals could be better.
counterpoint? Detect magic is a spell that they teach children, and that can immediately poke a hole through our entire plan if we're trying to forge it.
Can't you just put some magic on it?
It's a lot harder than that.
You
I don't have the
explode
expertise to do
sometimes.
so.
Still put magic on my sword. All I have to do is soak it in blood for like 6 hours, and now it lights things on fire every once in a while.
Right.
I mean, if you know how to apply magic to an existing item, that would probably work, but
I mean, I can see what kind of monster parts we have left over.
We
Maybe-
killed those shellstone things that were like big gemstone rocks.
That's
Maybe
true.
we could just infuse a piece of that and, like, find one of those glitter parades and just, hold it inside the midst for like 15 seconds.
Get all shiny. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no taking that off.
I'm all for keeping the stone out of the king's hands if we don't know what he's going to do with it. But forgery, I feel like, is a very fast way to get all of us thrown in a dungeon.
That's fine. I mean, I don't need the money. So
I'd rather not be thrown in a dungeon.
I would also voice that opinion. Plus, also, no matter
I
what,
don't think they keep me in one.
also,
they
no
did
matter
keep you
what,
for a while.
the king can't actually have this on him yet because, like Timothy's like, as you recall, you can't exactly have it on him if I'm gone from 100 feet.
Cool. Okay, so maybe we do the big festival, and then when everyone's distracted, we can slip off to Jokbo and see if my friend there can get rid of the curse.
How far away is this?
I think we got there in one day last time.
That's gonna
So
be
one
hard.
day there, one day back, we'd be missing for 3 days.
Yeah, but once we're gone, it doesn't matter. We can be gone for as long as we want. We're not coming back to give them the gem.
Do you think they wouldn't pursue
Ooh.
us?
Yeah.
You need me to install a skeleton loyal crew on ship in case King decides to be prick and say, I fixed the ship and now it is mine, fuck you.
I mean, that's probably a good idea. We're definitely going to need that ship at some point.
Yeah,
and
I
know some
agree.
guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Either way, I
So-
think we enjoy festivities tonight, deal with the stone tomorrow, and say that it was due to us trying to be discreet about this, because even if the king might be sitting there all high and mighty with all the documents that he has about the stone, we know what this stone can be used for, and if it gets in the wrong hands, that's GG. Everybody's dead, and there's nothing to do. Like, there's no way around that
Good.
one.
I know this is maybe a bit extreme, but maybe we use stone just a little bit, summon behemoth, and then use stone to make go away. And
I
go,
don't think-
fuck with us.
I mean, we're
think
not
that's
going to
gonna
summon
work.
it here because
I mean-
we're not destroying this town.
No, I
I
was
mean,
thinking
we're not
like,
going to summon the
you know,
behemoth, period.
just in in
We
the
could go to
distance.
Cheliax and then test it out. That seems like a pretty safe place.
I'd
You
be
know, in
more
case something
open.
goes wrong.
We could turn into warship mass destruction.
A mob starts to form around you as
Yeah, there's
fans and onlookers start to.
there's no way something doesn't happen. Like Timothy's like, maybe don't speak about this in public, and he just like waves a little like, hi, how's it going? Yeah, hi.
And you all have been talking for 5 minutes just outside in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no
Oh, yeah.
way. Like, Timothy's just like mouthing to you guys, like, stop talking about it. We have people around us. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, it's us. Yeah, Trying his best to smooth over.
This is
so
what
people-
happens when you get famous, Timothy.
Timothy, here. I see you are very tense. I understand the weight of this curse is weighing on your soul. So here you go.
And he will reach into his buttoned up vest and pull out one of the bottles of Old Woody and go,
Drink up. This party time and you were funny last time.
Okay. Timothy's gonna look at this. Now I have to decide as a player. Don't add on even more.
he's going to pretty much force you to drink it in front of
Yeah,
him. There's
Timothy's
no
like-
putting this in a pocket.
Yeah, no. Timothy's gonna look to Vesuvius and the look of, please, dear God, help me, but at the same time has a smile of, can't really say no to this because of something going on with me. Great. And Timothy drinks the Old Woody. You would do it when I had this one specific curse on me.
All right, let's roll a D100. Or,
Oh, time.
no, first of all, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, after
take a
drinking
14.
the Old Woody, roll a D100 and apply the listed effect.
All right, let me roll a D100.
Let's talk about sand. Let's go. Lemon.
You got an 11. All right.
Not sand, please. I'm not that good at improv. Not sand again. I can't come up with the same exact topics again. Don't be something even worse.
Oh, this.
How do
I'm sure
I
the chart's
go?
wild.
How do I go about doing this?
Timothy goes ghost. You no longer see him. He has disappeared to the aether.
You turn into a misty cloud for the next 8 hours.
Oh my god, I think that's just hell. He's become a ghost. Hey Timothy, how's the beginning of the book going for you? Pretty good. I got cursed and I've been forced to drink alcohol.
Right?
Yeah,
I only have 2 of them left now.
I know.
And if
You should
Gus
save one for
follows
yourself.
through and my mission's accomplished,
You should
I'll have
drink
to
one
give him
yourself.
one.
You should drink one yourself.
No, I don't know what's going to happen to me. What if
You
it makes me
asshole.
small?
All right. You become this is hard-headed. You
Oh.
become resilient. At the expense of your social skills. You gain 10 temporary hit points, a +2 item bonus to fortitude saves, and a -2 penalty to charisma-based skill checks.
I hate everything.
You think you're smooth, but you're not.
Yep, very much so.
They're just drunk.
Yeah,
just really
Timothy
drunk.
got drunk. That's what it is. Like, Vesuvius and probably the others have not seen Timothy get from sober to drunk this fast in his life, and you just hear him go, "Holy shit, that was really strong." Damn.
There we go. All right, Vesuvius, that is now your problem, Mr. Guard.
And
I'm a problem? That's crazy.
Wait,
All
wait,
right,
hold
who
on.
wants
What?
to feed us food?
Oh, excuse
Zaba
me.
just shouts at the crowd and walks away from the situation he has created.
Wait, hold on. No. Saba, get back here. Specifics chasing after Saba.
How you
Goes, it
feeling,
goes.
Timothy?
Yeah,
How you feeling?
fucking good.
Should we maybe go find you some water?
I don't think water is good. Hell,
Maybe some coffee?
coffee maybe.
Yeah, okay. Kind of
Yeah, that'd be
take,
good.
take Timothy's arm.
Oh, yeah, there's my arm.
Yeah, we're gonna go this way now.
Saba's collecting as many of those mystery pies as he can. He's got big hands and he wants them full. He doesn't care if the stalls are open yet or not. He's letting everybody know the party starts now. We're not waiting
Yeah.
for the king.
Party is starting now. Timothy's
Free bird.
obviously a little intoxicated. I'm glad to see that I
There's
have
so
10
many
temporary hit
secret
points.
dice being rolled.
This is a lot of dice. I'm not a big fan of these dice.
too. I'm worried about that.
It's all the assassins. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all the assassins that see Timothy in this stage. Like, this is so fucking easy. They're gonna
You got
scoop
10
him up and
HP?
take him away.
I'm
scale of
curious
1
what
to
happens
12.
if, like, Timothy's holding the jewel and his hand gets cut off. Can they then take the jewel because the hand is still touching it?
No, because it's not on him.
Well, is the hand not you anymore?
No,
How big of a piece of
the reason
Timothy
the
do we
hand's
need
no
to cut
longer-
off?
I would reason the hand's no longer me the moment
All right.
it leaves
Well,
my
wouldn't you
purse.
still describe it as your hand?
I would say a hand.
Especially in a magic world
That's
where
true. Here's the thing, though. I don't think it would work because it's not all of Timothy, or like
What's-
not his entire body.
It's still got Timothy's blood in it, though.
Oh no! You guys give me shit.
All right,
I don't know.
you get to the castle.
I don't.
were we going to the castle?
You're going to the Royals, right?
Oh,
I
we
thought
were
it
just
was
going to
the
go
party.
try to make the party start without going to the castle.
But if the natural flow of people leads us to the castle, I think we just end up at the
Oh,
castle.
you can't.
That's true.
You're not going to be able to make the party start without the king and queen because they have to start the party.
I see. Okay.
I would
gotcha.
go to the
Just
castle
tell them
then.
that I say party starts. I try that. Nobody says okay. No mystery hand prize. We need to go tell King he cannot have jewels, so he starts party.
Yeah, sure, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Okay, to the castle.
I am
Here we go,
so
castle
disappointed.
time.
Don't worry, Timothy. They're rich. They'll have good coffee.
Ooh, I
There's
would
no
love
way
good
that
coffee.
my special project will be done in time. All
It'll
right.
still look good, Saba. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna look amazing, Zombie. It's gonna be so good.
No other
Wow,
demons
it's
here to
alcohol.
lie.
It's real good.
So you get to you arrive at the castle, and immediately you receive a private royal audience with the king and queen. And you could tell that they are overjoyed to see you.
Well, welcome back. This is so. I can't believe it. This is amazing. Thank you so much for bringing back the jewel and for just bringing such legendary status to our city once more. Please, recount us and regale us in full detail of your adventures.
You're welcome.
I mean,
That
we'd
is going
love
to take a lot of
to
time.
do that, but I think the people of your town would love to hear the story too. Do you think maybe we should get the festivities started and then we could...
We've already put this festival off for a couple days. They can wait a few more.
It's going to take a lot more than a few hours. Sorry,
Then
I
it'll
had
take more
some-
than a few hours.
I will tell you the story of how we conquered Bluebell Island, set sails across the reef, and forced the Chichori into negotiations with us, only to find the gem of desire. Its great curse.
And the whole time, the king is and the queen are just like, oh, yeah. And is that the right of it? And what did you do? And they ask Syl, like, oh, and what did you do there in that part? And Vesuviac, what did you do there in that part? And, just kind of trying to get everybody involved, making sure everybody gets a moment in the spotlight. And the king is particularly interested in hearing stories about Kalupi, like what he did.
We will definitely talk up Kalupi. Because
You're going to talk him up?
Oh yeah, he can be the king's problem.
Yeah, and so he's
Oh, that's great. That's great. I can use this to brag about my son to the other royals when we meet up with the Bluebells and the council there. And this is fantastic. This is fantastic.
You may consider fact that your son is in high diplomatic standing with the Bluebells and going to be beloved by people. So If name of heir has not been announced, it would be fortuitous timing.
And at this point, the queen then says, "Thank you so much. This has been so great. It is with my pleasure then to officially acknowledge your crew as official ownership of everything you found along your way, with the exception of the jewel, of course."
That makes.
I mean, that's very nice of you. Sadly, as we've told you, the jewel is very complicated and will require additional precautions for the time being.
We understand.
Uber curse. It's kind of stuck to me.
And which is why we will be sending a contingent of royal guards to guard the Temple of Many Colors.
Well,
To guard the temple. Well, what's going to happen at the
Prismatic
temple?
Colby seems to have agreed that he will be able to suppress the curse.
you have hardly spoken to this Colby about it.
From what you've said.
No, he is imbecile messing with greater power than capability. This needs to be taken directly to Absalom.
I think what Zab was trying to say is we'd really like to collect a full panel of experts before we try anything, because, I mean, the consequences are pretty dire if something goes wrong. And
Well then Timothy should stay here in the castle for the remainder, and we will have our royal guards protect him.
You have no royal guards on the ocean. Protect Timothy.
And you can collect you can collect your panel of experts and bring them officially here.
I would like to voice a concern. A lot of the trials that we had to go through, that we explained to you, to get these shards of these jewels, were guarded by greater beings than what I have seen in this cast.
I understand,
Are you able to hold off forces against the Shadow Realm, as well as bone dragons and the like?
I see.
I mean, you hired us for a reason. You saw the level of threat and acquired, effective countermeasures. And so it would only make sense that you continue to let us protect the jewel for the best of everyone.
Of you, not 4, because there's going to be one of you that's effectively cursed the entire time.
Right. Of course. But
it is honestly not that different from normal.
We are used to working together and making sure that everybody stays safe, so this will be no different. We have proven highly effective at keeping Timothy safe thus far.
Yes, you realize
we
that
spent
there are...
90% of this cursed, honestly, between the whole group of us. One of us was always cursed.
Well, you do realize that you yourself, Sol, are being hunted by the entire Chalice Armada, right?
I do realize that.
I do not believe that it is in your best interest to take a ship with just you and a small crew to Absalom at this point in time.
I mean, we can definitely send extra ships to fight Cheliax while we make a stealthy retreat to Absalom. I'm sure you have many, many trustworthy ships who are capable of fighting the Cheliax Navy at your disposal.
At the same time, wouldn't it be better to just send a message and bring the experts here?
No,
it would be
because
less conspicuous than starting an entire war to send one ship.
That's very wise. I think you should definitely send some messages, and in the meanwhile, we should put on a good face for the town, and we should make sure to stay close to our ship, just in case the worst comes to worse and we need to leave quickly.
And in the meantime, we will keep Timothy here in the castle while you start the festival.
I mean, I don't know, Vesuviac, did you see the crowd out there? They weren't chanting for the rest of us. They were chanting for Timothy.
they were.
It would be highly noticeable if he was suddenly not there.
Yeah, I'm sure you could come up with a reason.
The king has him in prison.
I mean, that is the rumor that would start that, but you're right.
Because, he carries great curse at the benefit of kingdom, but the king just wants the power, so we locked him away. That is a story that could be told tonight.
It could be.
I do not want to be a bad guy, but we are a team, and we come to you with honesty and tell you true story of what happened. We could have sailed off in night. So, you need to accept we are the greatest superpower on this island when it comes to violence, and we could protect the jewel. This guy burned down the town. I watched your son kill this, fish sow wagon thingy with his sword, one slash. Send him with us. I take Kalubi.
That's a good point. I mean, your son has been invaluable to us thus far.
Telling us that your dragon friend burned down an entire town does not fill me with confidence.
Hey, you
was
hired
a past
the
life.
best.
Don't judge him off that. He's an amazing guy. Yeah.
Should I put sack of silence on head?
Oh, okay, here I go.
Just
I'm gonna
hang
sack
out,
now.
Timothy.
What?
This is not time.
My main concern is that you said an armada was after us, trying to get this stone, and we have...
trying to get your captain.
I told you about the, issues with Cheliax.
Did you?
Told Vesuvius
Did you?
about them.
Tell him everything?
No. But still is going to claim that.
Either way, I definitely don't think it's a good idea for the stone to stay here to wait for somebody to come and get it. We've been the best protectors of the stone since it has been uncovered.
I understand, but you can also see our point of view that it seems to be an entire fortified castle seems more protected than 3 individuals.
Yes,
but if they think the stone is here, right, Vesuvius, is that what you're getting at? They'll come
they wouldn't
here.
necessarily know.
Well,
They'll try to get the stone and we'll be somewhere else.
Well, after having one of the priests of this temple almost coerce Timothy to give the stone before we even got a chance to talk to you, I am not confident in the defenses of the city.
He was trying to suppress the curse.
Oh, he was trying to get the stone off of him before we could even get a chance to talk to you.
Did he ask to take the stone?
Yes. Listen, this thing could summon a spawn of Rovagug. As a cleric of Sarenrae, I must take responsibility and ensure that the stone is in the absolute best hands that it can be in. And from what I've seen so far, I am not confident of that.
I see that we are at an impasse, and from what you say, that the stone will not be leaving your Timothy's hands, so there is nothing that we can do at this point.
We must work in cooperation, as I say. We are not taking stone. We have no interest in
Well, from what I believe and from what I know about your captain, I do not believe that to be true at all.
You
What do you
not
mean?
know the captain. You know the lies of the sea.
I'm not sure what you've heard since last we met, King, whose name I forgot. Rachel have forgotten his name.
Your Majesty.
No.
Your Highness.
King. Kalupi's dad. But, I mean, you hired me to do this. You trusted me to get the map. I've fulfilled every promise I've made to you, and the stone is here, and we are going to do everything we can to make sure it's not a threat to this town. So, I'm not sure who's been talking to you and swaying your opinions, but we're doing everything we can. We've proven highly capable thus far, and we need to keep your town under control, or we could be dealing with riots or spies infiltrating and trying to attack Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
So the longer
bring on
we
the pies.
Right. We need to get this festival started before suspicions are aroused.
All right. And with that, we will call it an end to this episode. Who wants to take us out?
I got you. Hey, everyone. It's me again, Corey. The voice who talks to you at the end sometimes. I just wanted to thank you for listening. You know, it's really awesome. It's appreciated. We appreciate all the reviews, your continued support through Patreon. And I see you on the YouTube, our quiet listeners out there. Thanks for helping us with the views there. It all adds up, and we appreciate it all. As always, don't hesitate to check out some of the other stuff we got going on. Dubious Knowledge is probably the deepest dive into the deities and specific lore sets around them in Galarian. And it's worth the check if that's something that you're interested in. Otherwise, just, keep spreading the word. Thanks. May your party never end.
May your party never end.
May your party never end.
The Jewel of the Indigo Isles Adventure Path is copyright 2023. All logos, titles, and artwork are property of Skyscraper Studios and Roll for Combat and used with permission. Pathfinder is a trademark of Paizo Incorporated. The theme music is written and performed by Robbie Whiplash.